Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we're walking to Mawgan Porth. Our walk today is taken from a Bob Acton book called Around Newquay. It's walk number 3, Trevarrian, the coast and Trevarrian. A quick look at the map. Our walk today starts here at the Traveller's Rest pub in Trevarrian. We pick up the coast bath and we're going to head down all the way into Mawgan Porth, retrace our steps and end up near Watergate Bay. I think we'll just have views of Watergate Bay and then return to Trevarrian. So the book says it's about 2.5 miles, but we are going to extend it all the way into Mawgan Porth, so about 3. Mawgan Porth is on the north coast of Cornwall near Newquay.
Thank you for joining us on our walk today. Please remember, hit that subscribe button, it really does help us out. And if you've enjoyed the video, then leave a like and maybe send us a comment. Love hearing from you. Gorgeous, isn't it, Sarah? What a lovely sunny day.
Done in the summer by children. Their fantastical idea of summer. Not like today. Anyway, let us show you where we are here on the map. We're in Trevarrian. The pub here is called the Traveller's Rest. You've probably passed it. This is the main Newquay Padstow road. We need to find the route that takes us down to the coast path first.
Right, well, I think it's that way.
Yeah, behind the pub. So today the forecast later is for a storm to come in, the first storm of our winter season.
Yeah, it's Storm Arwen.
Yeah, so we're between 2 hedges at the moment. Hopefully you can hear us against the wind noise. It might be a bit of a problem later.
It is, so early November.
Yeah.
Is it? No, late November.
No, late November. It's nearly December.
It's a year gone. Yeah, it's nearly December, isn't it?
So we're going to get some lovely coastal views. We've already seen the white horses from the cliff top when we were pulling into the car park area, weren't we? So I think the sea's going to look stunning. So let's get down there.
Let's go.
So we're kind of heading directly north and we've got a strong northerly wind blowing this rather arctic blast directly at us at the moment. Oh, excuse me, it's taken my breath away. And the sea is churning up. We've just hit the coast. It's amazing. Oh my goodness!
So if this does get too loud with sound noise,
yeah,
with wind noise rather, we're going to have to put some music over as well.
I know, I don't like doing that really.
No, we don't normally do that, do you? What music would we choose today then, Sarah? Which bands do you think we could play music of?
Air Supply.
Good, yeah. Earth, Wind and Fire maybe?
Yeah, you take my breath away. You're going to sing it?
No. Could do a track by the Blow Monkeys though. They're all copyrighted, we'll find something else.
Yeah. Okay, out to sea there is a rain-bearing cloud and I can see that the horizon no longer exists because there's so much rainfall. Hopefully it's going to get behind us as we head to Mawgan Porth. It's just looking really dark. I was checking my camera settings, wondering if my ISO is wrong.
I was thinking we're quite high up here.
Oh my god, we are, aren't we? I hadn't noticed that.
Right on the edge as well.
It's not that bad. It really isn't that bad.
On the windiest day of the year, right on the edge. You're mad.
Yay, but I'm out and I'm free.
Beautiful, look at that.
Until now, this is our first real swell and gale. And until now our autumn has been so gentle, very uncharacteristic of Cornwall, and the leaves have actually had a natural fall. Normally they get stripped off in one of these gales early on in the season, but they've been really beautiful this year. But it is a strong wind today, and this isn't even the storm, so we're going to have to batten down the hatches later and tuck ourselves up and keep ourselves warm. But it is great to be out. It blows the cobwebs away. Really windy, just at a pinch point. It stopped me in my tracks there. Look at the dog's fur, it's flat against him. Wow.
It's a bit blowy.
Bit blowy.
That sand was being swept up the beach like that.
I know.
So you do realise this is the only way we can film this video today. So basically the whole commentary now for the whole video you need to do from a cave.
I'm going to be in a cave.
So talk to me about Mawgan Porth then, Sarah.
Okay, so Mawgan Porth, if you went 150 years ago, there'd be very little here. The first thing I believe that was built is the lighthouse cottages, which we passed and I think are about to be demolished.
Oh really?
From then, during the early part of the 20th century, it became more developed, and they actually, as they developed the area, discovered a skeleton. So they did an archaeological dig and found remains of like a courtyard. It's like courtyard houses and stuff like that. It's in the mini Gulf here, so if we can get in there we'll try and find them. But it is like meant to have been quite a middle-aged Dark Ages settlement, and they believe they found a coin that dates back to Ethelred the Unready.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so I think we should go and try and find that. But if you look at Mawgan Porth today, we've got an old photograph from the 1920s and also from 1968, so we can do a compare of then and now.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so should we try that as well?
Yeah, that's absolutely good. Yeah, okay.
We might end up coming back here to chat to you guys.
Cave chat with Sarah and Andrew.
Cave woman, what was it? Captain Cave Woman.
No, man. Captain Caveman!
Why are you in a cave? Mummy, Daddy's filming me and I want to go on the beach.
Soothing intro music now for more cave chats with Sarah. Cue music.
So we've got our collection of stories about villages in Cornwall put together by the WI, and in here we have Trenance and Mawgan Porth. So Trenance is an area like a farm directly here at Mawgan Porth, and it does note the rapid increase in motor traffic after the First World War led to the discovery of Mawgan Porth by tourists. A wealthy merchant bought Trenance Farm and he began to develop it. He built a bungalow there and enjoyed a few years of retirement. After that, it was acquired by a little group which had formed on a boat returning from the West Indies, and they were looking for a new career. One was a surveyor, another an accountant, and another hotelier, so you can guess where this is going. They formed Trenance Limited and began to develop Mawgan Porth. An advertisement brought people to this quiet bay, and the company was soon busily occupied building holiday bungalows. A grocery shop was installed next to the company's office, and later a post office included. The absentee owner of Porth Farm also sold some land, and in 1932 a cafe was built down by the bridge. And I think you can see today it's just continued to develop and is still being developed. There's more building going on here today. This book is a Wardlock book, about Newquay in North Cornwall, and we found a date last night, didn't we? Can you remember what it was?
1932.
1930s. Anyway, it doesn't make anything of Mawgan Porth. It just says it's a favourite spot for picnics, and that's it, and then talks about the Vale of Lanherne. And that's a photograph then.
That's beautiful.
Nothing there though,
not,
is there? Just those little cottages that we think they're about to take down.
Yeah. Or renovate.
Wow. I bet they get scat down and...
Do you think so?
Yeah. 1937.
Okay, 1937, okay. So there was nothing here at that stage?
No! It's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. So I bet there's no hotel adverts in this book. However, we do have the 1968 guide.
Oh, we do, don't we?
Yeah,
Should we dig that?
Dig that one out?
Yeah. What have we got this time?
Cornwall Holiday Guide from 1968. So it's a brochure about where to stay and where to go. And under M for Mawgan Porth, there is a fantastic photograph looking from the entrance of the beach across. And again, it must have been at low tide. And it does give you a flavour for how little development there was on that cliff. I think now we're encroaching on this farthest field, aren't we?
Instalment of Cozy Cave Chats with Sarah.
In 1934 they were trying to install electrical cabling, and so they had to dig down to create holes for the, obviously for the pylons, and not pylons, but you know what they call telegraph poles to go in. But they discovered a human skeleton, and at the time they didn't have a chance to investigate it. In 1952 to 1956, so over a course of 4 years, the Ministry of Work sent archaeological experts to investigate the site. And it said here that a silver coin of Ethelred the Unready indicated Dark Age occupation. The blown sand over it all suggested that sandstorms had driven the inhabitants inland. The site was left uncovered and a pitch and putt golf course arranged around it with crazy golf below, which is now both popular with tourists and locals alike.
Couldn't make it up, could you?
No.
So two questions. Why were they allowed to build a pitch and putt course around it? Why didn't they actually preserve it?
My brain is now thinking, so did they preserve the skull and have it as like I don't know if that's completely wrong and what it says about me, but can you imagine?
What was crazy golf? That's real crazy golf, isn't it? The second thing that's going through my brain is it was Ethelred.
Ethelred the Unready is pre-1066, isn't it? I'm not quite sure what the date is.
Yeah, but why was he unready? Hello, boy. In the middle of a Dark Age settlement. In the middle of a pitch and putt course in Cornwall. Who would have believed it? Sarah? I was never particularly good with history. Which era is the Dark Age? Is it the 4th century? Do you like that? You're not going to club me?
Hole in one, Andrew. Hole in one.
Excellent.
Well done.
This is incredible, isn't it?
I don't understand it because this looks like modern Cornish hedging.
Well, it's been very, very well preserved if it's from a Dark Age.
I know. One can only assume that they've done the modern hedging to let you understand what they found underground.
I wonder how many people visit here in the summer or come on the pitch and putt or the crazy golf.
Yeah.
And they haven't got a clue this is here.
What's that load of hedging doing up there? The Cornish are nuts. Whilst we're in our Dark Ages settlement and I've got Wi-Fi, an update on Ethelred the Unready, and it says on Wiki he was king of the English from 978 to 1013, and his epithet or his adjective to his name does not derive from the word unready but rather from the Old English unread, meaning poorly advised, and it's actually a pun on his name which means well advised. So somebody's basically mocking him in a way, saying that he was poorly advised and then saying, haha, I'm going to reverse it and say you're well advised.
Really?
Isn't that interesting? So Ethelred, you were well advised.
Ah, so that's like just cool, get down cool talk in the Middle Ages.
Yeah, sick.
Sick. Yeah. The first king of puns.
Yeah.
Join us again on Cornish Walking Trails for episode number 3 of our cave chats with Sarah.
Another brilliant little story in this book. I love it, and it's so apt for today. One stormy night, a cargo ship went down off the coast and barrels of wine were washed ashore. One lodged in a cave on the far side of Mawgan Porth, and the residents trooped over with jugs to get a share. You can just imagine that, can't you? A local builder took his lorry to retrieve the barrel, but the wheels stuck in the riverbed as it returned laden, and it had to be left in the rising tide until the next day and then towed ashore by horses because the engine had filled with sand. I want my jug, I'm going to get some wine out of the barrels. It must have been over there.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Isn't it great?
Good visuals, well done.
Are we waiting for this shower, or are we just going for it?
I think we're just going to get really wet.
We should have taken the bus back.
Should have, shouldn't we? Too busy filming it.
I know.
No, we'll go on, we'll just get wet. People will feel sorry for us and then they'll subscribe.
Yeah. I think it's very windy. Mental.
Yeah, mental.
I'm a bit scared.
So, it's obviously quite high, it's obviously really windy. There's no sort of sheer drops. So, I think as long as we just take our time, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been great on YouTube. We've enjoyed it over the last few years.
Oh, don't say that. So it is windy. And Andrew said we'd be okay, and we are okay. I've decided what it is. The noise my excess material and my hood makes against my ear is just so scary. It's like that noise a sail makes that isn't tight enough. And if I clamp it shut, it's fine. On that headland in front of us is a fort. And in the book it tells us all about it. You can actually make out the ramparts. And there's meant to be 3 circles, which they believe are the old huts. Now I don't know. Are you up for investigating that?
I'm not going out there today. We'll read it from a book.
Is that a flat refusal?
Yes.
It looks great though, doesn't it?
You can see the, well, it's not imprint, is it? What's it called?
Impression?
Yeah, impression. Where the humps are there, isn't it?
I'm going to try and zoom in.
Depression. There we are.
Yeah, rise and fall of the ramparts. So now coming up to something called the beacon. There's lots of these in Cornwall, probably across the country. And they were used, literally, as signalling beacons where they would set light to a pile of wood. Be a signal for them to light the next beacon.
Well, I can see in the distance beyond Newquay there, you can actually see the beacon down at St Agnes. So that's where they would have lit. That's why it's called the beacon, obviously. So it was a warning
Yes.
They obviously lit that when the Spanish invaded, when the Spanish Armada, wasn't it? So they lit a series of beacons to get the message all the way up to London.
So the next one would be Stepper Point?
I don't know. I do know they reenacted it
on the 400th anniversary.
And there's a really nice bit in the Bob book about it, so perhaps we can read that out.
Yeah.
So Bob Acton, the author of this book, tells us in previous centuries the lighting of fires on a chain of tall hills was used as a system of communication at times of emergency or celebration, and the best known occasion involving England was the sighting of the Spanish Armada near Lizard Point, although he goes on to say it was too misty in Cornwall that night for the system to work well. In 1988 the beacons were again lit to mark Armada 400, and appropriately there was thick mist again, plus gales and pouring rain.
Where we joined?
We are, so this is the marker post.
Yeah.
We went right. It says Watergate Bay 1 mile.
Yes.
So we're going to go that way now.
Oh, okay.
Come on in.
I think we might get wet, or we might be lucky and be in that bright spot. There is actually blue sky above us at the moment. Bonkers.
We've got walks to do. Try and make it look more dramatic.
I don't like this. You don't care, do you? You don't care. Oh, he wants to go home too.
Walk.
Yes.
Okay, we're officially abandoning walk. Cut.
This looks like a good option.
Back through this one.
Yeah, third of a mile. Trevarrian. Wow.
Our outro music for this, Sarah, should be Crystal Gale.
I don't know, it's that crystal. Stormy gale.
Stormzy.
Yeah. Come on, boy. There we go. You know how to do it, don't you? A most memorable walk, one I won't forget in a hurry. Our walk today is taken from a Bob Acton book called Around Newquay. It's walk number 3, Trevarrian, the coast and Trevarrian. So now that we're out of that wind and we can actually talk to you guys once more, just to reassure you, we're fine. It was really windy at points on that cliff, and
it
Storm
around,
Arwen,
doesn't it? You know, you can be one moment, you don't feel a breath of air, and the next minute it's knocking off your feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know, common sense prevails. We're going to cut it short. We're going to go home. I've enjoyed the walk. It's a shame we've done half of it effectively. It all works so far. It's nicely signposted, and I'm sure we will be back to complete it at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're not going to score it because we haven't completed it, but we've had a good day out.